Hi, Lou from Orchard Forest School here. Today I thought we'd make a fairy garden. You've probably got lots of things in the house and the kids' toys that you can use. So it would be a case of going off and finding bits that you can put in it as well. But to start with, what you're going to need is a container of some description. You can use any size you want. I've chosen a big one. And the first job you need to do is fill it with earth. So I've started doing mine already. Just put a bit more in. I've got compost, but if you've got a mud pit you can use in your garden, then obviously use the mud from the mud pit. Once you've filled it up, leaving a bit of a gap at the top, press it down, not too hard, but just firm enough. And then you can start thinking about the design. So the first thing we're going to need to do is find a house for the fairies to live in. So you might want to use some twigs. And with our den building in Orchard Forest School, it's a tripod sort of structure we always start a den with. So we tie a bit of string round the top and you've got a tripod structure there. So that's the sort of thing I thought that we'd use here. And I'll put it in the ground like that. And then with other twigs, I'm just going to lean them up against. And if you remember coming to Orchard Forest School last summer, we had a teepee. And this is a sort of structure that I'm thinking of using. But of course you can do whatever you want, using whatever you've got in the garden. So I'm just pushing them down into the soil just to make it a little bit more secure. And then you've got a little entrance in the front. And I think that's okay, it's a little structure. Next thing I'm going to do is I found some little stones and pebbles in my garden, so I'm going to make a little path. So I'm going to push them in, making a little pathway towards the entrance of my structure. A bit like crazy paving from the 70s. So that's a little path, got my structure. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tree in. I've just found this bit of a branch. Of course, if we just stick it in, that can resemble a tree. Then this morning I was doing a bit of gardening, and these bits of foliage I was just going to throw out, and I thought, well, actually they'd come in quite handy. So I'll dig a bit of a hole for them and stick them in. Bit of greenery. And then for a pond, I've got a lid, an old lid that I wasn't using. You can use a jam jar lid. Pop that in. Oh, uncover the crazy paving. There we go. Bit of water in my pond. Haven't got any goldfish to hand. And then around the house, like I said, you might find little bits. I've got a few little knickknacks here. Little hedgehog, another little hedgehog, and a little toadstool. But again, you'll be able to go off and find little bits of the kids, what they've got in their gardens and their bedrooms. So enjoy making your fairy garden. Anything goes, just being creative, doing something a bit different with the kids. See you again soon. Bye.